As you guys know, Calvin and I have been fighting issues with the S14 for quite a while, but I do believe today is the day where most of the issues have been completely ironed out. Now to get you guys quickly caught up, the last time we tried to get this thing remote tuned by our boy Jimmy Oakes, we ran into two issues. One, our AFR gauge, actually make that three issues. One, our AFR gauge was turning on and off and was having a grounding issue is to what we believe. Two, we had an open coolant port that when the car got hot enough, it started spewing coolant everywhere, which we have closed up. And three, our external fans were using a probe in the radiator and we weren't able to control the fans as we thought. It was kind of acting up. So what we did is we ordered some extra pins for the ECU and we were gonna be controlling the fans through the ECU, which is what we should have done in the first place. Over the past day, Calvin redid his wiring for the fans and now we have a activation line running all the way up to the ECU. And Cal, what are you doing now?
It's very simple. What needs to happen is with whatever ECU you have, there's always a schematic for diagnosing. We went to aux port 3, which is pin 19 on the back of the ECU. I put a new pin on the end, which you have to buy separately. And you have a crimping tool, you crimp on there and you just shove it in.
What we will be able to do now is we will be able to control that fan externally through our ECU so we can turn it on and off whenever we want. Which previously we had a probe that just was shoved into the radiator, and when that probe got hot enough based on how hot the radiator was getting, it was then activating the relay, which was turning the fans on, which can work, but for us was just kind of unreliable and wasn't working how it was. So we redid it all. So I think today is the day. If Jimmy's available, we can hop on with Jimmy and we can try to tune this thing. And I have high hopes. The S14 is ready, and I think you guys are ready at this point. While Calvin is knee deep in this car, we're gonna try to turn it on and see if our AFR gauge. Yeah, no, we'll just turn it on while you're in it, brother. It's all good, brother. No. It's gonna be just fine. So what we're gonna be looking for is to see if our AFR is acting up again. Hopefully I'll be able to capture what I meant when the thing just turns on and off. We also were getting like a battery warning, which we originally thought was amperage, but as we kind of dug into it a little bit, we figured it could also potentially be a grounding issue, which is why we, or should I say, which is why Calvin just regrounded it first, because that's the easier problem to solve. It was saying battery last time, don't mind the heat. Well, we didn't get the battery signal. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit and see if it kicks on and off again like it was last time. I'll update you guys if anything happens. I don't know how well you guys can hear it from inside the car, but those fans are on and they are loud. I love this car. Hopefully today we get some good results. And if it doesn't, I'll say this. If the video title was about the new wheels that we have that is not on yet, then it means something didn't go right. But if the video title isn't about the new wheels and it's about this car working, then that means everything went okay. That's how my mind works, so I'm letting you guys into the secrets of a YouTuber.
I just want to let you all know that TJ does this at the shop. On the floor.
What?
On the floor.
That wasn't me!
All on the floor. Anyways, he has an update for you, and I just want you to let you know.
Dude, don't be.
He's got some...
Okay.
Tell him what you're doing, TJ, besides...
Okay, well, first off, this wing that was on the car, it was only temporary on because we didn't put the 3M tape down. We just had it kind of bolted in. And because I was like, oh, we're going to be driving the car today, I should put on the 3M's tape so we don't send this wing off and it crashes into someone else. But that's what led me to this update, which is very funny. Following after the clip I just previously filmed, Jimmy just texted us. This whole build like rides off of Jimmy. Just kidding, Jimmy. Not really. Jimmy can't tune today. He said he's busy. Darn it, so sad. But it's okay because we have a beautiful set of wheels I can finally show you guys today, which that's gonna be the title and thumbnail, so that's how I got you to watch this video. So shout out if you're like, oh, I need to see those. Gotcha.
Got him.
You're here. So we're gonna put this wing on and then I'll show you guys the wheels. Hopefully we can dial in the ride height today and get the thing ready because we are tuning tomorrow 100%. And I have a good feeling about tomorrow, Cal. I got a good feeling about it.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead.
Ooh, how bad would you be if I forgot to press the record button?
Did you?
I don't know. Did I?
I believe it. It's happened it's countless times in the last however many years.
It's not countless.
It is countless.
Okay, I pressed the button, okay? Don't look at me like you're a disappointed
You want to set that up for the boys back here so we can chuck this on?
I don't think they want to see your...
Come on.
Goose. Oh,
dude,
she just did
I'm going to leave this clip raw so they understand how kind of rough it is.
How
rough it is.
How splate it is.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Your car's cut off.
No, dude.
You guys see what...
Okay, there.
I'm leaving it raw. I'm leaving it raw so they're like, they got to witness all of that.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Up and over, baby.
You're gonna leave it raw? You're gonna leave it raw, T? Huh?
Oh, I'm down.
You're down? You wanna go down?
I am down. I'm already down. I've been down. I can't grab the hardware.
It's fine. If it's down, you know? Don't drop it in there.
Don't drop the soap because
It's recording. Split.
Okay, well, the wing looks the same, but now you guys know it's actually hard mounted and it's good. It's not gonna fall off, hopefully. I want to interrupt today's video to show you guys a special product that you should have for your car. All of us have experienced a check engine light before, but not all of us have the tools to figure out what those check engine lights mean. Today's video is sponsored by Carly. Carly is a universal Bluetooth OBD2 adapter. Carly plugs into the OBD port of your car and allows you to see all sorts of things. You're able to clear codes, check codes, you're able to actually code your car with it, and you can even access live parameters like RPMs, coolants, and stuff like that. At this exact moment, I literally have a check engine light on this car right now. So I'm currently in my BRZ and Carly says it has found 3 issues, which means 3 separate codes for my car. So I'm able to check it and it says that the health status is acceptable, so it doesn't mean the codes are gonna hurt me, but there is issues. And here it is, P0420, it is a catalytic system failure. And I wanna highlight the fact that it says not serious. Carly is tailored towards being understandable. So it quickly allows you to see this isn't a very serious issue. I don't need to worry, but I should get it fixed. Now the reason I have this code is because I have a header system on the car. So naturally it's throwing a check engine light. But if I didn't know that, I'd be able to pull up Carly and figure out what my issue was. Something that is this small can do so much for you. Every person needs this in their car. Check out Carly. I linked it down below in the description of this video. And thank you so much to Carly for sponsoring this video and for keeping all of our cars safe. Let's get back to today's video. I don't think I've been this excited about a set of wheels in years. Some of you have been able to put this together from a long time ago. And if you did, shout out to you. I don't really see these wheels run on this car that often. It's definitely been done before. I actually got specs from this car from a website that actually had these wheels on it. It's definitely been done before, but you've never seen it on a Midnight Purple 2 S14. So the wheels we did on the S14 are Blitz 03s. Kidding! They were supposed to be Blitz 03s. But as some of you guys noticed, we picked up and I've been sourcing a set of LMGT2s, man, damn! Now, in the last episode, you guys saw that I had 2 of them at my house. Well, here are the other 4. Calvin went and dropped these off on Friday to get the tires mounted, and we went for not an Eliminate Hot Boy spec, sorry, Randy. We went for the big, tall, sidewall track setup. I feel like when everyone does a 240, they do this tucked, slammed stance type of look. And I don't want that for this car. I'm so hyped on these. These are typically ran on an R32 GTR. These are factory Nissan OEM wheels built by Ray. So we have gloss white, polished lips, gold hardware, machine finish on the inside, and of course I got the Nismo stickers. The fitment on these are 17 by 9 plus 22. Now this fitment can be run universally on almost like any 90s car. S14, S13, RX-7, Supra. Now they are 17, so it's more tailored toward like the Nissan family, but this is like a pretty common spec that can be tossed around. How good does this look for the purple paint? This is the first time that I've actually have seen them roll up next to this.
Oh, you're getting a lot of gold. Right?
Dang!
You're getting a lot of gold right.
Oh, okay, this is the wrong wheel. This is the left side. Let me grab a right side. Dude, these are fire. Oh my God, dude.
You gotta show them the little detail that you got.
What's the detail that I got?
Come on, man.
What?
Come on, man.
The center caps?
I didn't know you got center caps.
I don't have it. I need more.
No, the other one.
What?
The thing, dude.
What?
How do you put it on the?
Okay. All right. Well, so for this car, a company Racing sent me out some really cool lug nuts. Now they sent these out months and months and months ago, but the 240 has been ready for them, and I didn't want to spoil them until the time has come. So I'm gonna show you these lug nuts. I'm gonna tell you why they're really cool, and then I'm gonna tell you the price point. I'm gonna let you guys guess. They're definitely the world's most expensive lug nuts I've ever seen. Hey, do you want to see something cool?
Yes. Shut up, dude.
Tell me the last time you've seen a presentation on a lug nut like that.
I've never seen this before.
So these are titanium lug nuts.
Like
they're
real.
They're real titanium.
My God, they are.
And has a really nice key that fits in them too. Comes with some Loctite, anti-seize. Guess how much these are?
By the way the box looks and everything around it, $500.
They're $1,000.
Jesus
So they
Christ.
sent these out for the S14. They are really, really cool. They're very unique, but I want to leave this up to you guys. So these are really cool. One little detail that I want to point out is that on the bottom of the lug nuts, I have this little plastic cap that spins individually of the actual lug nut so it doesn't scratch your wheels. That's really, really cool. That little touch almost makes it worth $1,000. But at the same time, one of you guys that works at like a Nismo parts store sent us out some Nismo lug nuts. Now these lug nuts, you know, they're very cool. They're Nismo. They're not as nice as these, but they say Nismo on it, and you also get the Nismo on the top. And I was like, oh man, it would look really cool having the Nismo logos hang out on the Nismo caps. So I'm gonna install both. The right side of the car is gonna have the Nismo lugs. The left side of the car is gonna have the racing lugs. I wanna hear you guys' feedback down below. We'll see if we like the titanium finish on the Midnight Purple 2. They're both like color shifting type of finishes, so it might look unique, or I might not like it on the white gloss finish of the wheels. We'll find out, but these are super dope. I'm gonna go ahead and toss on a wheel and put down these Nismo lug nuts first. See how this car looks, man. I'm pumped.
Oh, you are not, you're sticking out, but, oh.
It hits the brakes.
It hits the brakes.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
It hits the brake completely.
I don't think it. Oh, it is.
Is it hitting the brake?
Rotated.
No, it's rotating. Hold on. Okay, got some bad news. Nothing ever goes right the first time. That's just the way it goes. So these wheels touch these front brakes. Now, when I got the car, I vaguely remember them telling me, or the previous owner saying, they did a front brake upgrade. I believe you said Z32. It's a very popular 240 SX front brake upgrade, but I don't really remember. I just reached out to Tommy because I know Tommy would know, and I asked him, hey, are these brakes stock or are they aftermarket? And he said to him, they look like S15 or they look like Z brakes. So off the bat, I know that these need to get replaced. We're gonna have to source a stock set of brakes to fit these wheels, unfortunately. Oh, look who's calling me right now. Shout out to Tommy first off, she's the one who's giving me this information and it makes a lot of sense. I will explain it to you guys. Because this rotor size is so small, it's keeping the caliper, you know, mid face of the wheel. And the way this wheel works is the farther out the spoke goes, the thinner it gets and the more clearance there is. So right now we're hitting like almost in the first third of the spoke, which is like where our issue is. I could either throw a spacer down to give us a temporary fix, which would be temporary. We definitely don't want to do that long term because, you know, we built the spec to be flush without anything. Or I could get like a grinding wheel and I could just grind down this caliper. Or what the real fix would be is to get a larger rotor. And if I got a larger rotor, the caliper would sit farther up on the rotor, which would help push it towards the outside, which would help push it up towards where the pocket is right here. Right now, what Tommy's gonna do for me at his shop is he's actually gonna run over to an R33 GTR that has a similar brake setup, and he's gonna throw an LM GT2 on the R33 brake. And long story short is he's gonna— I figured it out. You figured it out. What do you mean?
So if you go over there.
You want me to go over here?
Yeah, first go over here. Okay? If you look at this, right? So if you take one of these, it goes that deep. And I was like,
Wait,
that's a little weird. Because go on the other side.
I haven't shown him that, but damn that.
No, listen, this is important. So
Are you telling me I'm dumb?
keep in mind how deep that nut was, that lug nut was, right?
Yeah, these aren't very deep.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I was over there twisting, it's like, that's weird. Now go to that side.
Which one, the front left?
Front left.
Wait, huh?
Exactly. I put that wheel on in the back, going, that's weird. It goes deeper than the other side. Let me put this wheel that's sitting over here on here, because it goes deeper. What do you know?
Originally, I don't know if I said this on camera, I was like, maybe the fronts and rears are different.
Those lug nuts on that side, the rear right.
So you're saying that the faces are different.
I was fingering.
You're what?
I was fingering these lug nuts, and I put it in here, and I was like, that's all the way down? And then I go over
What do you
there.
mean it's all the way down? What does that mean?
I'm over here in the back, because I'm like, while TJ's talking to people, I
was gathering information.
While you're talking to people, I was like, I'll just put on the rear wheels because they fit, okay? And then I put this in here, and I was like, okay, that's weird. That's not the same, right? There's no way I could get a socket on here because the one that it comes with is way bigger than this hole.
Okay.
You'll scrape it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then I go back over there on that corner. If you look again, those are all the way down. This is all the way down. Not the same.
So you're saying the lug holes are different?
Exactly. So then I was like, oh, those two wheels on that side are the same. So then I put this wheel.
You're saying that the two of them are different than the other two.
Yes.
But we didn't know that, so we got these tires mounted. They mounted
Exactly.
them randomly.
Exactly.
Which is why we have two on one side that are left side, and then we have right
Unfortunately,
sides.
did that.
So now what we have to do is figure out what wheels fit for the fronts and what wheels fit for
already
the rear,
figured that
and then
out.
we have to swap all the tires around.
I figured that out already. Because by accident, those lug nuts went deeper than those lug nuts.
Okay, so let's figure out what wheels go where.
That one goes to there.
You're saying that one
Yes. Because the lug nut goes deeper.
That
than-
one goes there. That one's where it's supposed to be. That. So pretty much that's where it's supposed to be. The wheels do fit over the brakes, but that wheel and that wheel need to be flipped.
Yeah. Or we just, yeah.
Or we're all wrong. And
No, that's it. That's literally it. I'm telling you.
Okay, we'll swap the wheels and see what happens. Well, it's one of those days where it's great to have a Calvin who knows things and a Calvin who notices things, because the back pads are different on front to back. The faces are the same, but the back pads are different. Calvin noticed that the conical face right here is shallower on the rears and is deeper on the front. So the dead giveaway is a lug on the front sits that deep, and then you put it on the back and they actually protrude a lot more. So that's what Calvin noticed and was putting on the rear. He's like, yo, this is different. So we tried switching it, and there you go. So I think we're still gonna upgrade to brakes because Tommy actually found, yeah, they're close, but they don't hit, but they do be kind of close though. Brakes and suspension is one thing that we've left to do last. We're gonna get the car running, get the car driving, and then we're gonna touch the brakes after the fact. Fronts too, because they're so deep, you actually can't run the Nismo lugs. There's actually no room to put an actual socket.
But I'm gonna say, this is with the Nismo sticky,
Kind of fire.
kind of fire.
Yeah, the blue on the titanium and the blue on the sticker, it all kind of plays in well. What's really cool about these lugs is you can use, what kind of tool is that, Cal? You can use
I
a
don't know.
spline tool? I don't know what you'd even call that.
So the other one is different because there's a Volvo one that has like 12 things. It's very important that they're square, or else you're gonna strip these. But shout out to Tang Tools to have this in their kit. Like,
No, we love
what
Tang
an
Tools.
what a really obscure tool to have.
So we have to run these ones in the front, and we're gonna run the Nismos in the back for now. We'll see which ones we like more.
All right, I'm gonna take a seat here. We have the wheels on the car. We're gonna have to adjust ride height. Calvin thinks we're not gonna have to adjust ride height. I think we're gonna have to adjust it at one point. Oh my God! Oh man, we gotta go lower. But Calvin, that looks so.
I think this is where TJ wants it.
No, it's not.
Are you serious? No, dude.
Bruh?
TJ,
How are you trying to play me like that? How are you?
do you not remember the Supra experience, the
What?
Mark IV?
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
What do
I
you
mean,
mean,
Bro,
mean.
okay, dude, that is,
Raise it up.
I'm not a weenie.
What is this, Weenie Hut Jr.?
And then you'd be like, oh, gotta raise it.
Okay, the rear can be lowered like first. Dude, come on, that's disgusting.
Disgusting, I think.
That's more than two.
Oh wait, are we in for?
Yeah, we're on the floor. Yeah, come on, Dad.
No.
We're gonna lower it.
Dad. Deed.
It needs to be okay. Well, this is gonna camber in, so it's not gonna rub. It might rub. We never roll the fenders.
you're gonna-
We're gonna lower it 3/4 inch in the rear, and then in the fronts,
Just trying to save us time because this is always what happens.
they need to be cambered out. But as we go lower, it will camber in. This is actually a really aggressive fitment, and we're gonna have to camber. Got to adjust that. But we could lower it more in the front. We could lower it like at least a fingy.
We took the car outside because I want to see how it looks. Calvin and I have been talking off camera about what we want to do with the front tires. If you guys don't remember, we put a GK Tech RCC kit on the front end, which is essentially like a bolt-on angle kit, and it pushes the front wheel out 20 to 30 millimeters. That's why we have that really aggressive front fitment. We talked about, when we lower it, it's gonna camber in more. We could throw even more camber on it. We could pull the fenders, we could roll the fenders, we could try to make them fit. Because this is a really big front tire on this car. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of the meaty setups. I'm really dedicated to running this setup. So the plan of action is we're gonna take the angle kit off the car. I kind of had this magical idea of like taking it to the track and sliding it around and just having fun drifting with it. I don't really ever have the intention of tandeming with this car or doing anything like that. It's more of just like a cool street car that could slide. At the moment, to make this wheel setup work and make this tire setup work and just the ease of it, we're gonna remove the angle kit. We're gonna put the car back on the lift. We're gonna move the angle kit to make it work. We also just noticed that the AFR gauge turned off again, which means it wasn't a grounding issue. Ultimately means it's having a powering issue, which from the research that we have done means it's probably a bad alternator. If it's not one thing, it's another thing with the S14. I'm gonna have to go ahead and order a new alternator. We gotta swap that in before we even tune with Jimmy tomorrow. So we're gonna have to exit that plan of tuning with Jimmy tomorrow, push it even farther back, which means it's not gonna happen this week because I leave in 2 days to go to Hyperfest in Virginia. So this is my announcement to you guys. If you're in Virginia, you wanna see me drive at Hyperfest, I'm gonna be driving Thursday, I'm gonna be driving Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which means I'm not gonna be able to get back to this car until next week, but the alternator gets in, so the S14 gets pushed farther and farther down the pipeline. Damn. So we have a little bit of a laundry list to do. So put this car back inside, take off that angle kit, and see what the front fitment looks like.
So TJ and I went ahead and removed this part. It was adding about 1 inch to 2 inches of moving it away from the car. And we noticed that this outer tie rod wasn't fitting in this hole anymore. We're stuck here. TJ ordered new parts. We're gonna wait till we get those in. We're gonna put everything back and see where our wheel is. Hopefully we can solve that issue with the fitment by doing this.
It's now 9 o'clock and I got home from the shop and I had plans to film some stuff. I got some new parts and I was hanging out and I was doing some things and I was gonna show you some like cool Street Hunter products coming up, and I'm gonna do my best to be really candid here and very open because I think there is something good that can come of all the stuff I'm gonna tell you guys about. But I ended up not filming anything today and I kind of neglected everything because I've been very sad lately. I want to start this like ending of the video based off of 2 things. One, in the last video when I did the mail time unboxing, there were so many comments from you guys saying that you really enjoyed that and it was cool to kind of get my reaction and just open those and just kind of connect with the things that people got. And I think it like reminded me how much you guys like to, I guess, like the endings of the videos where I just kind of talk open-endedly towards the camera. And 2, I hate's not the best word. Whenever I get comments that say stuff like, you live the perfect life, you have the house, the cars, like money, friends, the girl, you're living the perfect life, man. Those comments, I don't like seeing them because I think it paints a false narrative. And I think one of the biggest things today that people struggle with social media is everyone compares themselves to these people, to people that have like this dream life. I think Instagram is a great example. It's like their highlight reel and they'll edit everything around whatever is posted on Instagram to make their life look as cool as physically possible, even if it's not really that way. Or oftentimes it's never the way people are actually painting it to be. And people compare. You subconsciously, I subconsciously, everyone subconsciously, for the most part, will compare their everyday today life to what they're seeing on the internet. And it makes people feel shitty and it sucks. And I don't think there's enough people like talking about this. So I guess I want to talk about myself. Normally in the videos, I like them to be like very uplifting and happy and exciting. And I still feel like this can be uplifting in a way, but in a sad way. I'm just gonna be open with you guys and kind of share some of my thoughts as of recently because I hope it will help others that are just haven't been feeling very strong or just haven't been happy lately. As you guys know, Sabrina has brain cancer, and I guess without getting too far into it, the past week has been really hard on Sabrina and I. We don't really showcase too much of it towards the internet. There is definitely a level of privacy that we like to keep. Everything's fine. You know, there's nothing like, there's nothing like we're not telling you guys or anything, but cancer sucks. And dealing with that, especially, dealing with a loved one that has cancer is horrible. And I'm sure there is many of you guys out there that have a mom, a dad, a brother, a sister, a cousin, a friend, a loved one that has cancer, and a lot of people have seen it. Lately, it's been really hard on Sabrina and I, and there are some days where I'm just so sad and I'm so upset, and whether I just don't film that day or I abandon the vlog or I just don't show it, I want to talk about it because when people say you live this perfect life, man, it's so cool. I live a good life, but I'm sad all the time. There's a lot of times where I'm really upset, and I just want to showcase that to let you or anyone out there know that it's okay to be sad, and not everyone's life is perfect. My life isn't perfect, and that's normal. I see it in myself sometimes, and it messes me up, and I just want people to know that everything isn't always okay. And sometimes there are situations where it will never be okay. Sabrina having cancer will never be okay. Cancer kills people, but it's something that we learn to live with, and it's something that I learned to be okay with, and I'm still learning to adapt with it. And I guess I didn't film at all the rest of the day because I just been so sad. Me and Sabrina were crying with each other for like 30 minutes. It's been a really rough afternoon for us, and evening. And I just want you guys to know that. And I want you guys to know that if you're sad, it's normal and it's just okay. And I don't think enough people talk about it, and people think that for men to talk about not being okay, men to talk about their feelings, you're not allowed to do that. And everyone's, on the internet is so macho and this and that, and this is bullshit. And I hope that I can tell someone out there who maybe is like struggling in any way, shape, or form, or isn't voicing it to anyone, that it's okay. And if you do have anyone to talk to them. And if you don't, journal about it and talk to yourself about it. Do something to help yourself. This message is supposed to be uplifting, right? It's supposed to be me telling you it's okay. Everything doesn't always have to be perfect, and no one's life is perfect. I have a very good life. I'm very grateful. I worked very hard for all these things, but I would trade the house, the money, the cars, the fame, anything to have Sabrina's health be perfect. None of that shit matters. They're cool. Hey, cars are cool. Supra's cool. RX-7's cool. Ferraris are cool, but at the end of the day, this shit doesn't matter. It's all about family, friends, quality time with them. So I want to end this message with it's okay to not be okay. Maybe I should talk about that more. I hope this helped one of you down below. And if it did, then I'd feel pretty good about that. I'm going to end this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. And just like I always say, this is a prime example. Keep moving forward.